Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start by informing you that I am not the piano player. I know that you're wondering, have my eyes and ears deceived me? I can hear beautiful music, but see a fellow only denying the sweet, calming tones. Well, even though I have been known to play the odd cowbell during a hoedown, I am not a professional musician. I am not a hired troubadour to musically lubricate your evening. No, I am Inspector Innes of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, Unmounted Division. That is to say, we don't use horses, because most of our work is inside, and horses have no sense of property. So, we leave them out of this type of work. So what is this type of work, you may ask? And even if you haven't, you will get around to asking it. So, anyone?
What type?
Yes, good question. Earlier this week, this telegram came from the British Foreign Intelligence Service. It reads, Soviet spy, stop. On your way, stop. Stolen secrets, stop. Goes by the name Chameleon, stop. Stop. Soviet spy, stop. Foreign service agent will be stopping by, stop. Give assistance, stop. I'm sorry about all the stops, stop. My telegram machine is... stop. Broken. Full stop. So this is the type of work I do. Firstly, I try and make sense of this antiquated messaging system that really needs to improve. And then, more importantly, I try to shut down espionage and the influence of the Soviets and their communist thinking and whatnot. It's horrible and disgusting. I listened to Ronald Reagan's record he put out this year in 1961, and he really knows the evils of socialized medicine and how it will erode your freedoms. I am not making this stuff up. It's true. Look it up. And another freedom-stealing idea? Gender equality? Those commies. It's enough to make you give up and get married. But I don't surrender that easily. I want you all to know that I have tracked this chameleon killer. Well, I'm not really sure he killed anyone, but he probably did. Anyway, I tracked him to this very location. So I apologize for crashing your little engagement party. But I am sure this new couple, Percy and Hope? Really? That sounds doomed from the start. Anyway, I think this new couple would rather have a better world for their children than one that would allow the Soviets to have a better world for their children. It's just common sense. Well, speak of the devil. There's the loving couple right down there on the tennis court.
That one.
It's because the sun was in my eyes.
We're inside, my dear. There is no sun.
Then it must have been you, my love. You're blinding me with your beauty.
Are you sure you're not just a lousy player?
I love Canadians and their colloquial lingo. Lousy. What a word to relish. Almost slops out of your face when you say it. Lousy. Delightful.
I almost think you're making fun of me and only love me because of my simple style and rustic nature. A different world coming from wherever you're from.
I told you, my love, I'm from England.
Oh, that's right. The same place as our namesake is from. Well, what's her name again?
The Queen?
Oh, that's right. She's from there. Do you know her?
She has dropped over to the house now and then, yes.
Well, England doesn't sound too far away for your family to come to our engagement party. An ocean liner could get here in weeks.
It's not the distance, my love. It's the time out of my dreaded father's life. He has never had time for me, and it is very likely he would hate you, because even though you have a villager air about you, I still love you and could care less about what father would say of you.
My goodness, what would your father say?
Well, he probably would talk about your ankles.
What's wrong with my ankles?
Oh, nothing at all, my love. But I am sure my father would disapprove of their thickness.
But your father has never seen my ankles.
It's true, I am only guessing. You see, my father is all about perfection, and that is why he sent me away. I am flawed and broken, and I need a good woman to help me.
dear Percy, I can help you out.
Oh, so you know someone?
Of course.
With thick ankles?
Your father sounds horrible. I don't want to meet him now.
Well, I thought you would say that. That's why I uninvited him last night.
Well, how thoughtful. Not inviting your father to our wedding. That is so sweet. I wish I had a family to not invite to our wedding.
Oh, there, my dearest Hope. I'm sure they wouldn't have come either if they had been uninvited.
I know. It wasn't their fault they all died that day.
No, it wasn't. No one knew a log cabin could ever slip off a mountain. I think you suffered enough losing your whole family and the whole log cabin industry's losses in revenues. It continues to be so tragic.
When you talk about sad things, I get so excited. I want you. I wish we didn't have to wait until the wedding night to finally make love.
We didn't. We had sex already.
What? When?
Don't you remember? I picked you up in my MG.
The night you were teaching me how to drive stick?
Yes, but remember, we stayed parked.
Oh, right. Well, that explains why you never let me go above second gear.
So, you see, I already consummated it for both of us. So why don't we forget this whole party affair and skip right down to the city hall and make it all legal?
No, I have all my friends here to celebrate the greatest pre-day in my life, my engagement party. These tennis friends are my only real family, and I intend to get drunk and be fawned over and given advice from other virgin bride tennis players about what to expect.
Wait, what did you just say?
Well, I want to know what to expect.
The virgin bride part.
What about it?
But I mean, you must be kidding, right?
Kidding that I'm a virgin? No!
It just seems you would have lost it by now.
Lost it? You make it sound like it's a dog. Actually, I know exactly where it is. Safely in its cage, waiting to break loose.
Well, that's terrific, I guess.
Wait a minute. I thought men wanted virgins on their wedding night.
Well, I guess, but it just seems like so much work.
Darn! If only I had a female role model to tell me about these things, I may have lost it ages ago and was able to practice with lesser men until this big day with my forever husband. I am such a bad planner. I'm sorry if I disappointed you, Percy.
No worries, my love. One night at a time. Sure, it'll just make more work for me and a lot of negotiation, but we should be fine. Eventually, we'll be like apes on the loose. Anyway, all of your friends are waiting for us. There they are. Hello, I'm the lucky one. Well, we should get changed. Maybe we shouldn't have booked a court on such an important day.
Please, Percy. You know how I feel about tennis. When you book a court, it becomes an important day.
Oh, my dearest Hope, I hope that one day you'll love me as much as you love tennis. So that's a no, then? Come here, you little minx.
I hate him!
What do you really? Or is hatred a way to channel uncontrolled loss?
He stole my girl, Fakir.
Oh, you had a girl named Fakir? Fakir is a man's name. That's...
No, you idiot! He stole my girl, Fakir!
Oh, you mean Hope? Because I knew you were upset about Hope, but then this Fakir woman is mentioned, and I think so many women. Now I understand. And that would be quite a coincidence, huh? Her name and my name being the same? That would be strange.
I have no idea what Hope sees in you and why she likes hearing you talk. You clearly are not that smart.
Oh, is that how you see me? You may be surprised at what I know.
What are you talking about? What do you know?
That is for me to know, and you to find out.
What? Did you read that off of a box of something? Do you have an original thought in your head, Fakir? What could you possibly say that could interest a woman like Hope?
I tell her of foreign places.
You're from a Tobacco, Fakir. Not that foreign.
Well, to a girl in a gilded tower it is. How did you know I was from there?
I read it in your file.
Oh.
And Hope doesn't live in a tower. It's a very large estate. Racehorses, some wineries.
Oh, so she is well off. But that wasn't the reason why you were going to marry her.
Of course not. How gauche, Fakir. Asking questions like that, if you want to finally put down those balls and really join the club, like you've been saying since you started working here, you're going to have to be a bit more contained with your accusations. How's that going, by the way?
Well, after 10 years of paychecks, I will have enough money to finally join.
Well, good for you. But remember, with membership comes a certain privilege, which requires decorum. I should know I have memberships in many clubs. All of them, in fact.
So it is safe to say that your member is in many places.
Okay, look. Don't be asking any more embarrassing questions, and now that Hope has invited you to a party, don't make her look bad either. That's my job as the jilted lover.
She is my friend. I would never do her shame.
Well, good. I'm proud of you, Fakir. Now help me figure out a way to kill that bastard Percy.
I am only laughing because I want to believe you're joking. You are joking, right? Yes? Sure, you are. You're not answering me, so I assume you're joking.
Attention, party people! Party people in the house! Thank you. This file just arrived from British Foreign Intelligence Service, and it looks like Chameleon has been a double agent over 36 times over a 25-year period, working for both sides. So who knows which side he works for now? There may be even another side we didn't even know about. There could be 3 sides to this. Nobody knows. What is known is that more is needed to be known, especially about this unknown side we know nothing about. But let's start with what we do know. We know Chameleon has stolen secrets that allowed the Russians to get into space before anyone else, and that is no way to advance the human race by letting them do that first. Clearly, he is considered a very serious threat. But not all his operations have been successful. He was running guns to Cuban rebels in tubs of lard. Made it hard to hold the guns, and apparently most of the rebels ended up shooting themselves. Fail. Let's see. Played a nun on Broadway. No one knew what that operation was even about. Some bad reviews, so super fail on that one. Anyway, it seems Chameleon may not be as smart as I think he thinks he is. And in that case, I think I know who he or she might be. But I have to be absolutely sure before I can show my cards. I can have no doubt in my mind. Chameleon!
Excuse me?
That's the song I was going to play.
Well, that's nice. They even hired a piano player.
Yeah, and he's kind of emotional.
I don't know why I agreed to come to this gathering. I'm going to watch as the girl of my dreams is going to walk in here and then walk out with Percy Blackhole forever. Have you thought of any way of killing him yet?
Well, you could use this!
My God, Fakir, are you crazy? You don't pull out a knife during a nuptial.
They do in my country.
Etobicoke is not a country, Fakir. It's not even a province, although I'm sure they want it to be. Who's the mayor these days? Is it still H.O. Waffle? Waffle. What does that tell you?
That he should be the mayor of Calgary?
No, you're getting confused. I said his name was Waffle, not Awful.
I am only laughing to fit in. I have never been to Calgary.
And you don't want to go. Nothing to see in Calgary in 1961.
Don't they have a lot of cowboys and a bull?
Oh, yes. And believe me, that will never change.
Again, only laughing out of social awkwardness. Hello, my name is Fakir Emir. I pick up your balls.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Whitestein.
Hello, my name is Fakir Emir. I pick up your balls.
Can I have everyone's attention, please? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce to you the soon-to-be bride and her charming suitor.
Hang on. Shouldn't you be playing some music to mark this odious occasion?
I have just the thing.
The almost wedded Hope, Constance Horbush, and Percy Sidney Blackhole.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I am so excited. Percy and I... Percy?
Well, that didn't take long. Who's up for a few rounds?
Percy? Oh my, where are you? I knew this was too good to be true. Everything is crashing and burning and we've only just started. Why does that music remind me of my whole family? Please stop.
Well, yes, knock it off, you idiot.
You're the one that told me to play.
Blake? What are you doing here?
I'm a member here.
But you're a member everywhere. Your father has a membership at every club in town, so why this club? Why tonight?
Because tonight is the night you come back to me. I know you don't know it yet, but you'll see, doll.
When I first came in, I was upset. Now I want to throw up.
Think of Etobicoke.
Oh, hello, Foqueer. It's so nice you came.
It's pronounced fakir.
Foqueer.
Yeah, that is wrong too.
But I always pronounced it Foqueer.
Even though I love the way you say my name in private, I think in public we'll stick to Amir.
So, Amir, is that your real name?
As a matter of fact, it is.
Aha! But you just said your name was
Fakir?
Okay, Fakir. How can it also be Amir, huh?
That's his last name?
Fakir Amir? Oh, yeah, I guess that works.
My goodness, how rude. Clearly the piano player must be Union. What else could possibly go wrong?
Damn it! They towed my car. Parking around here is ridiculous.
You do know there is a parking lot.
Are you out of your mind? Do you know how many accidents happen in that tiny piece of land? My car is a classic. It wouldn't last a day with these animals, whether they're driving on the right side everywhere. Hello there. We've never met. I'm Percy Blackhole. I'm the one that's deep inside Hope's heart. I hope. Hello. I'm Percy.
Dear, did the bad men steal your car?
Yes, those damn police. They can't be trusted.
I take offense to that.
Oh, and why would you? Why would anyone?
Because I am a police officer.
Well, of course. They're only doing their jobs. Who am I to,
So it was you who stole his car? How dare you?
Well, I did park illegally, my love. We can't have everyone parking willy-nilly.
Don't worry, Percy. In this country, you are free to speak your mind without persecution.
It's all right, Hope. It was just a car.
But you love that car.
It was getting old.
That car is a classic.
Classic is just another word for old.
But you said...
Enough, Hope. It's gone. Let it go. On with the new.
You do know they just towed it, right? It still exists.
You see, Hope? That's how he'll be with you. Once you become a classic, you'll be gone.
Oh, Blake, how can you say such hurtful things? Clearly, you never really loved me.
Loved you? Oh, is this someone who has known you before me? Even though the word known is kind of pushing it.
That's right. I've kind of known her. I'm Blake Bluster III.
Really? Someone made that mistake 3 times.
I'm Hope's ex and soon-to-be again. Not the ex part, soon-to-be partner again. I'm sure she's told you all about me.
Actually, no, not a word. First time.
And last time, if you don't mind. Blake, I am about to get married, and I want to spend some time with my friends before I become a totally different person.
Wait, you never talked about me?
No. We agreed we wouldn't talk or ask any questions pertaining to our past, because the one about my family slipping off the mountain and cabin is too hard to talk about.
Especially if you don't have all day.
So, we never spoke anymore about the past. Isn't that right, Perce?
Yes, that's right. Start fresh and all that. Well, lovely to meet you all. Maybe we should get going, Hope. What time does City Hall open?
Nonsense! We just got here. Well, you just got here. I'm getting a drink. Come along, Amir. Tell me all about those places you have been to.
Ah, you mean the shopping malls? Yeah, so they are mostly for upper middle class white women.
How bizarre. Tell me more.
Well, there are many, many children without legal
Hey,
guardians.
Ponzi, I think maybe you better get back to England, where you came from.
Oh, my. So clever. England. I am sure we'll hear another gem like that before the night is out. Unfortunately, I won't be around to enjoy it. Hope and I will be far away, and you will be here, holding your dick and weeping like a child.
So, she has talked about me.
What? Oh, no. Listen, I am sure that this is very difficult, especially for a man like you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, a man who needs constant confirmation that he is a man by force-feeding himself on others who are clearly full, stuffed to the gills with your machismo act of desperation. I think one might take great advice from the Napano Indians who realized they could never win fighting the Spanish, so They gave up.
Napano Indians. I've never heard of them, and this is bullshit.
Isn't that strange? Those are the same two thoughts I had when I met you.
Well, unlike these fictional Indians, I don't plan to give up.
Well then, plan for a constant state of historical insignificance.
That's enough with your clever banter. Knock it off.
Why should we? Who are you, anyway?
I'm a police officer. We established that earlier. I don't think you were here, actually, when I...
So? Does that mean a police officer has the right to tell us what we can and cannot say?
Well, the laws aren't exactly clear on that.
Well, I know they don't have that right. In this country, you are free to speak your mind without persecution.
Why do people keep saying that like it's true? Give me one example of someone saying something outlandish and not being persecuted for it in this country, or any other country for that matter. You can't open your mouth without someone stuffing either a designer label on it or a libel suit against it.
What a stupid thing to say. Clearly, you have a problem with democracy.
The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter.
That sounds like something a communist would say.
Winston Churchill, actually.
I met him once.
You met Winnie?
Yes.
My, Amir, that is fantastic. Winnie was my favorite. So cuddly. I loved when Christopher Robin and him rescued Piglet from the flood using only their umbrella. What was he like?
Hope, I think you're thinking about Winnie the Pooh. We are talking about Winnie the politician.
Oh, well, what do I know? I'm only a woman, and this is 1961. I'm not supposed to know anything. Besides, politics bore me. Why aren't we talking about the wedding and me? But most importantly, me?
Good idea, Hope. Let's change this depressing conversation and talk about you and me leaving. What do you say?
I said me. Let's talk about me. Did you know when I joined the Queen's Club, women had to be on trial for a year and play so many matches just to show you were good enough and be granted full membership? Don Ivy beat me to a pulp again and again. But I did it. And now I have the respect of the men at this club because I earned it.
I want to know how Fakir could have met Winston Churchill. He lives in Etobicoke.
Yeah, he was a friend of my mother.
That sounds unlikely.
And suspicious.
And also ridiculous. I can't believe I am fighting for attention at my own engagement party. Who wants to buy me a drink and tell me all about sex?
Yes, please, someone fill her in. I'm sorry, bad choice of words. Explain it to her, if you can. It would be of great help. Consider it your wedding present. Unbelievable.
Maybe you're not cut out to be the kind of man Hope needs to teach her things that she really needs to know.
What's the capital of Gambia?
But how is that something she really needs to know?
Well, actually, you might need to know it if you were going to write to us. It's Banjul.
Are you saying you're taking Hope to Banjul, Gambia? Hey, Hope, Ponzi here wants to take you to... Where's Gambia?
Africa.
Africa?
Do they have snowy mountains?
Probably not.
Good. Do they have tennis?
And if they don't, we'll build our very own tennis court and play every day.
How romantic. What about all my friends?
They can play all day, too, if they want. Just here, while we'll be playing there.
But I love my friends. I will miss the foot faults dance skits, the stories, the drinking, the camaraderie, Amir's amazing back rubs. I'll miss it all.
You can get new friends. You can't even imagine how many people are on the planet. So many choices. It seems daft to even settle... Wait a minute. Amir's amazing back rubs? He's been giving you back rubs?
I was wondering how long that would take you to hear that. Yeah, what the hell, Fakir?
Well, don't blame him. It's part of his job description.
Actually, Hope, it is not.
Then why did you do it?
Well, because you said it was, but I looked it up and it is not true.
I thought you liked it, Amir.
It had its moments.
Hey, England, are you hearing this? Fakir has been taking advantage of Hope. At least get in there and defend her honor by smashing him in the head right now. What kind of man are you?
Well, I know I'm not a Cro-Magnon man, or I'd be smashing him in the head right now. I'm probably a later model.
I should never have let things get this far.
What are you talking about? I told you I am in love and to forget it. That we would never be together. It was just a few massages.
We only ever talked about strip malls and endless bus rides to Etobicoke, and just for the record, it was about 100 massages.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, I'm confused. That's the Friday guy at the grocery store. Sorry, my bad.
My bad. I feel there is so much I can teach you, especially about English. Well, let's not waste any time. We should get going. Big day tomorrow. Huge lesson planned.
I'm afraid no one is going anywhere.
Not you again. Didn't I show you enough disrespect the first time for you to get it? Now what?
I better introduce myself.
We know. You are a cop. Personally, I prefer you as a piano player.
I mean, introduce myself better. I'm not just a police officer. I am Inspector Innes of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
So what's that mean? You're going to steal our horses now?
Look, miss, this is a very serious matter. I'm sorry your prig of a fiancé got his car towed, but your engagement party must be put on hold while I deal with some urgent business in regards to our national defense.
What is it this time? Another bomb threat? Because I can't be here for that. I better get going. You're coming with me, Hope. Come on. Hope, come on, Lord.
I said no one is going anywhere.
Thank you. I will need protection from that maniac. How much are you by the hour, by the way?
I think we need to focus on what's at hand. I need to, ask some questions.
Or whatever it is you want to ask, can I not wait until tomorrow morning? I'm exhausted after half a game of tennis, and it's so tiring meeting people, and it really is past my bedtime. I should have been in bed years ago. Come along, Hope.
Why do you people not listen to me?
Ah, yes. That Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I have only ever seen them.
Yeah, I know. Mounted on horses, riding around in a circle.
Well, no, I was going to say as a bobblehead at Disneyland.
Very impressive. How much for the both of you?
Miss, the RCMP can't be bought like a
bobblehead at Disneyland?
I think you better be very careful, Fakir Amir.
Why? Do you torture in this country?
No.
Then, man, I am not worried.
How dare you threaten him? That man is almost a full member.
I am sure glad no one touched that joke with a 10-foot pole.
Why are you here then, if it isn't to protect me?
It has come to the RCMP's attention, well, mine in particular, that there is a spy here at this very club. Word came from Britain, and I've been doing some digging around.
Are you even allowed to do that?
What? Dig around? Of course.
What does dig around even mean? Is it like you're gonna read our mail?
Don't be ridiculous. We would never break the law to maintain the law. Who do you think we are? The CIA? The FBI? The NSA? The DIA? The DOJ? The DIK? No. We are the RCMP. We have at least one more letter that stands for something.
Which one would that be? Mounted?
Wait. There's an agency called the DIK?
Yes. Probably.
What does that stand for?
I don't know. The Department of Independent Knowledge?
So, for short, Dick. How appropriate.
Yes, Dick. They're probably monitoring what you're thinking right now.
I hope so, because what I am thinking is that this engagement party is a disaster.
Oh, I don't know. The food is pretty good.
Well, yes, that was delightful, but the rest is a total disaster. Hear that? A disaster. Do you think yelling will help them?
Probably not. It's what you're thinking that matters.
Oh, believe me, Inspector, in Hope's case, that doesn't really matter.
He's right. What matters is that you are presently helping in the disasterification of my important party.
It seems we need to start these English classes very soon, my love. Can we please leave now?
I'm afraid not. Not until I get some answers.
Banjul. How's that for an answer? I mean, don't we need some questions first?
Well, you already answered the first one. My next question is, how well do you know this man, Hope?
Well, I met him here. He was quite charming and from a faraway place, and if I wasn't already interested in someone, I thought I might have found myself in his arms. Who knew?
Did he approach you first?
It was a round robin. I think it was a fairly weak serve followed by a cumbersome rally. He needs a lot of practice.
He also played with you as well as picked up your balls?
Who, Percy? Percy never picks up my balls. He barely knows where his balls are.
I'm talking about Amir here, not your fiancé.
Oh, Amir! He always knows where his balls are. He's a professional.
Oh boy, I can see where this is going. Okay, hang on.
I think you better be quiet, Fakir Amir, if that is your real name.
It is. We've already covered that.
Tell me again where you're from, because from what I found out, you aren't from Etobicoke, are you?
Is that true, Amir?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Why? Oh, why? Why does every man lie to me? Are all men liars? The world is a web of lies made from lies that men concocted from all the lies they had lying around.
Oh, that is ridiculous.
See? Now that might be a lie. How would I know when there's nothing to compare it to?
Look, Hope, I can explain everything.
To explain everything, you'd need forever. And I don't have that much time, Amir. Let's go.
Who's it going to be, Hope? England or me?
Does it even matter anymore? You will all just lie to me in the end.
Well, that's not true, Hope. Maybe at the very end, but at least for the first little while. I promise you, Hope, that I won't lie to you for as long as any human can be reasonably expected to.
Then I guess it's going to be you, Percy. Come along.
Right. Who brought honest to the table? Okay. I promise to only lie to you about what I did on the weekends.
Every second weekend?
Okay.
Let's go then.
But I can't believe I am negotiating this. All right, I promise that I will never lie to you.
What?
Again.
Can I please get back to my investigation? Now, Amir.
Wait. Again? What does that mean?
Well, I may have lied about something.
What? Lied about what?
Well, nothing comes to mind just yet, but in case something comes to the surface, I wouldn't want you to throw out the baby with the bathwater.
My goodness, Percy. Are you saying there may be a baby involved? Well, how is that even possible? This couldn't have happened in your car. It was so quick and I was dressed.
Oh, Hope. I think our first English lesson might have to start with idioms.
Enough with your domestic squabbling. You're not even married yet. Now, I have something on an international level of importance, so please be quiet until I am done. All right, Fakir. Where are you from and how did you get here?
I am from Iran, and I walked from Bathurst.
So you lied about all those wonderful things in Etobicoke?
Yes. Yes, I did.
So you've never been to Etobicoke?
Oh, no, I have been there. There's just nothing wonderful to say about it.
How long have you been working for the Soviets?
Oh, let me see. Since, never.
So you're working for our side, the good guys?
How do you define that exactly?
What does it matter? He's a spy. Shoot him.
Yes, get it over with so we can all go home.
Can I shoot him? Just because it would feel so good.
Wow, that's scary. Percy, I may let you have this one.
I have a file on you, Fakir Amir.
Have you read it yet?
Not yet, but I've browsed through it.
Oh, is that how you RCMP do things? By browsing? Don't think you missed anything?
I missed some things, but the important thing is, you were in Bangkok during the Russian spice embargo. Did you light those jasmine farms on fire, Chameleon? Do you know how many people died in those fires?
None?
I'm not sure, actually. I should look that up.
No, the answer is none. I was there.
There you go. He was there, so he's obviously a spy, so let's just shoot him and get it over with. I want to check out some of the curling clubs to see if there's some action going on there tonight.
Oh, isn't that charming, Blake? Why don't you run off to some curling club to get your rocks off? Go on, then.
Why not? You just scared me with your blasé attitude to shooting a man.
Oh, it was just a reaction to being lied to for so long and wanting blind revenge. I'm sorry, Blake.
So, there's still a chance.
The world is filled with chances. Who knows what will happen? The offer to shoot the liar is still open, by the way.
Well, it's clear to me that I can't compare with Blake here. And you were meant to be with him all along. You both like to shoot things, so... Touché, Blake Blaster. Well fought. I shall bid you victor and leave you with the spoils.
Yes, I won!
What? How can I be the spoils if no one has spoiled me? You're not going to fight for me? Make ridiculous promises to retain my love?
Well, that's about the size of it, yes. Well, toodaloo.
Percy, this isn't like you.
Well, I've changed my mind as well. Reconsidering moving here, actually. What with the real estate bubble and all.
Don't let him leave.
And why not? Who wants losers around to complain about the bad calls and sore knees?
And broken hearts as well, don't forget. I think I may start to cry.
Well, no one wants to see that. See Mr. Blackhole to his car, Lieutenant.
I think his car has been towed away, sir.
Okay. Well, then drive him home. No one wants to see a man crying.
That's all right. I can walk.
Don't let him leave.
Why not?
Because he is the guy you are looking for. What's his name again?
Khamai Leon?
Yeah, I think you read the translation wrong. It should say his code name is the Chameleon. His actual name is Boris Hadanov. And that's him right there. The Chameleon.
Why should we believe a spy?
That's right. Why? He is clearly a liar. He'll say anything to stay in the game. I vote to shoot him and get it over with.
The inspector also read my file wrong, too. By breezing through it, he missed that I am Savak Agent Fakir Amir of the Organization of Intelligence of National Security in Tehran. Hi there. We're supposed to work together. I think you missed that part of the file.
Oh, yeah. Here it is. But I thought that was Louise, the foreign agent at the door.
I'm not a foreign agent.
Well, what about all those files you kept feeding me?
Someone kept bringing them to the front door. He'd say, give this to some bloke in the trench coat with no pants. Then he'd laugh.
That would be Constable Larry. They stole my pants down at the station, and they think it's very funny. I guess they do that sort of thing on people's birthdays.
Aw, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
It's not my birthday! It never happens on my birthday. So, you're not a foreign agent?
No.
But where's your accent from?
Well, it ain't from Etobicoke. Let's leave it at that.
So, that's quite the shock. Fakir is a secret agent man.
Is it?
It is to me, and even more shocking is the fact that you believe all of this nonsense. He's a very good liar. You see, Hope, another big liar. You called it. He is obviously the Khamai fellow.
Yes, but if this is true, it is a good lie, and I forgive him. And now I am seeing Fakir in a different light. More soft candle-like light. I can see him shirtless, holding a mug of strong wine, surrounded by Baba Ganoush.
How strange. You have just described my Saturdays.
So, that's pretty cool that you're an agent. How'd you get into this line of work? My dad was a cop, sort of a family thing with me.
Not the same for me. I was forced at gunpoint.
You'd be surprised at how similar that was.
I am sorry, Inspector. I have no time for small talk. I have been pursuing Boris Hadanov for years. Sometimes on behalf of British intelligence, and sometimes because I hate him so much.
And you were working as a ball boy to make some extra money?
At first, yes. But I became concerned about your safety. In the olden days, I wouldn't have cared. I would have ruined everything in my path to take Boris in for what he did to my country.
Why? What did he do that was so bad?
Oh, I don't know. A bunch of stuff, but mostly evade me. And when you evade me, you evade my country. And that is the largest of insults, to evade someone's country.
Wait, do you mean invade or evade? Because I think you're getting those two mixed up. To invade a country would be more of an insult than just to evade, which is kind of like to avoid a country, which would be pretty much the opposite.
Evade? Okay, well, not the largest of insults, more than just that really pisses me off. But he has been evading me for years. I would find him and then he would evade me. So much dishonor to me, personally. That's why I hate him so much. And that's why you cannot let him go. Not this time.
Careful there, Agent Amir. Don't want to get too personal in your efforts to catch a spy.
Oh, I am sorry. Did I say catch him? Because what I meant to say was kill him.
Ow! What are you doing? You're hurting my arm.
Had enough.
Not yet. I never get sick of that joke. Even as child, my babushka would call out my name, "Had enough!" And I would say, "Not yet!" And we would both laugh. She was killed in forest fire set by bears. We have tough bears in Russia.
Oh, yeah? Well, we got tough bears here too, pal. Free tough bears.
Yeah, that's right. And they ain't commie bears either. They're free bears.
Ah, free tough bears. So wonderful to be in Canada.
Oh my God, I recognize that voice. You're the man from the grocery store who wanted me to try his banana.
What are you talking about?
Yes, what are you talking about?
This man has been following me around the grocery store, massaging me when I stand at the magazine stand, pinches me when I buy cheese. He has been trying to seduce me for months. He's been whispering dirty thoughts into my ear as he pushes by me. Even before I met this other persona, Percy Blackhole, this character has been around. He even snuck into the ladies' room and tried to suck on my toes while I was on the toilet.
Did you call the police?
Why? It made peeing interesting again. But I recognize that accent anywhere. Say, it would be my pleasure.
It would be my pleasure.
No, that ain't him. Now that I think about it, it was more of an old Chinese guy.
I could see him doing something like that. Pretend he was an old Chinese guy so he could suck toes.
How is that possible? I have never done anything like that. The closest is when I played Chinese seaman, but that was on a dare. It is because you hate me so much that you want to believe these lies. Just like you want to believe that the chameleon is the greatest spy the world has ever known.
Who?
Chameleon. Same guy.
Oh, right. Well, I never heard of him before. He's no James Bond, that's for sure. Now there's a real spy.
Well, James Bond is not a real spy and not even a real person. I am both real spy and real person.
Well, I hope so, because that Percy Blackhole turned out to be the biggest liar of them all. He just disappeared, just like that. Just like real men do. Just like my whole family did, just whoosh right off the side of a cliff.
Okay, Hope, I am sorry I duped you. But I am glad I don't have to play him anymore. He was getting on my nerves. Percy Blackhole cuts his toenails every day. And I am sadly on method. Stanislavski is both my mentor and my curse.
Stanislavski? Is he the guy that makes the face cream?
Sometimes. Now, I know you might not believe me, but I never wanted to be this amazing spy.
You do know that no one knows you outside the spy world, right?
You stole space secrets, and that's all that matters.
Whatever. I never wanted to work for a totalitarian regime. All I ever wanted to be was actor. And not an amazing one. I just wanted to live close to a theater, do some shows every night like Chekhov and Jerkov and Slakov, and all those other writers that were a bit off. And then I want to marry a costume designer, like they do at the Stratford Theater place that opened only 6 years ago. Have you been yet?
Yeah, well, Hitler wanted to be a painter.
How is that even relevant to the Stratford Theater Festival?
Hitler is the gauge to which we measure all bad guys.
Oh, so helping to stop people from blowing up in space is a bad thing. Pride is more important than safety. I'm glad we don't run the Olympics that way.
Look, he is a chameleon, and whether or not he wants to take credit for all the terrible he has committed, he still must die.
Like what? What terrible I commit?
In 1958, you kidnapped giant panda Chi-Chi from the London Zoo and held her ransom.
Okay, well, I did do that.
Did you try to sell her to a collector when the City of London refused to pay?
Why did I know you were going to bring that up?
How did you kidnap a panda?
Well, the Joker would say carefully. So I pretend to be a TV news guy, wanting to get a funny interview with Chi-Chi, the giant panda. They say yes, I steal bear. That part went smooth. Back of cab, gone. But there was no collector. The cheap people of London refused to pay, and you know what it cost for a single piece of bamboo at a local Tesco? So we left Chi-Chi at motel. We sent a note to, what's that place where the Scottish children play?
Scotland Yard?
Yes, that place. Who knows why it took them so long to find Bear? Maybe too busy analyzing note than going to address on note.
I read about that. They found the panda eventually, almost starved to death. That's why they had to rename her Chi-Chi, the medium panda.
Not my fault England's so cheap.
Well, in this report, it says you also stole secrets to aid the Soviets.
Yes, I did. I also stole secrets to aid the British, and stole secrets to aid the US. Even stole secrets to aid Gambia. I got an island out of that deal to aid me. It was going to be our island, Hope.
Is it too late to reconsider?
As they say, boat already sail.
Have you ever stole secrets to aid Canada?
No, they seem to be doing okay. They don't need any secrets.
And that's why you stole Canada's secrets? Because they didn't need them?
Where is that part?
Page 8. Secrets that put the Soviets ahead in the space race.
Bastard.
I'll drink to that.
Well, to be precise, I stole the secrets from Avro Canada, which is called that because it is in Canada. A bit of a misnomer. And do you want to know what secrets I stole?
I think you have said too much already.
Yes, confess!
No! Shoot him!
I want to know more about the island.
Rubber seal.
What is that? A circus act?
Rubber seal? What's that supposed to mean?
Avro Canada worked out a rubber seal that could take high temperatures and didn't let rockets go boom. Before seal, all rockets went boom. You know how many cosmonauts went boom? You know why they called them cosmonauts? Because when they were chosen for the cosmos, you're probably not coming back. In America, they want to be heroes. In Russia, they just want to survive. But now, they are the heroes, because Yuri Gagarin played his part. Like me, he was actor, strapped into a rocket, brand new seals, and there he goes, forced onto the stage of history. And no matter how you don't like us Russians, we were the first in space. So na 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 na.
And those rubber seals helped as well, don't forget. The ones from Canada.
What is it with Canada? Well, you need recognition all the time. Yes, good for you, Canada, for doing your part in my espionage. I hear in America he's working on a pen that could write in space. Maybe you could figure that one out as well.
Why not? We could develop a space pen because we're industrious people. Without us, you would have no space pen technology to steal for the Ruskies.
Why would we steal that technology? Cosmonauts use pencil. Works fine and so much cheaper.
Is that why you chose me? Because I was a cheaper version of an overly designed stilo?
No, I chose you because you had lots of money, and I could quietly disappear into Canadian society. Reinvent myself as English gentleman who hates his father. But now I am glad I didn't marry Virgin, because Percy Black Hole wouldn't know what to do. I would have to spend months fiddling around with your belly button just to keep up deception. Stanislavski curse. But as Boris Hadanov, I would tear that shit up.
Wow, I gotta go to Russia.
Don't listen to him, Hope. Even guys with accents are dicks.
Oh, so it doesn't matter where I go?
It does to me, Hope. I know that if you ever leave the country, Hope, you will surely die. Because you are pretty naive and vulnerable.
Oh, Amir, no one ever calls me pretty. That is so sweet.
Yes, but I also said naive and,
Wonderful. Yes, I heard you, Amir, and I know where you are going with this.
I don't think you do, actually.
You have always, as long as I have known you.
3 weeks.
You have always taken care of me with your stories of faraway places and massages. Oh, those massages. If you have been using those hands to slowly pop the question, then my answer has to be yes.
I think I missed the question.
Me too. Will you marry me?
Yes, Amir, I will. Do you have an island?
No, wait. Is that the question? Will you marry me?
Yes, it is, and yes, I will.
I think this is how Lucille Ball ended up married.
I don't see this ending well.
No, Hope, I cannot marry you.
Then why do you keep asking me? And how can you really take care of me if you don't marry me?
Actually, I was thinking the odd letter of encouragement now and then. Some advice.
You won't make me your wife?
Not that I don't find your ankles very much to my liking. But there is 3 reasons. 1, I am working. 2, I have very important work to do right now. And 3, I have been married 3 times already.
Well, you know what they say. 4 times lucky.
Gamblers say that.
Haha, but I cannot afford 4 wives. I would love to, like any man, but not on a Tehran secret policeman payroll. I can barely keep up with my 3 wives already, what with Murnou's taste in silk, and Nazanin's taste in jewels, and Ginger's taste for cocaine. I met Ginger in Vegas, and the family is still adjusting. I wonder how she is getting along there. I haven't got a telegram for a while.
Oh, well, this is probably yours. It came this morning, but it made no sense at all. Is it written in Yiddish?
Farsi.
Close?
Not even.
What is it, Amir?
It's from my wives.
Oh, my goodness, what's happened?
Let's say a spot has just become available.
That's great. I mean, that's terrible, Amir. I'm so sorry.
Yes, Nazanin and Ginger are very upset. Apparently Murnouche drowned in her own hair. So I must go. Fly home on Sunday, but not before I do what I came here to do, and that is to kill you, then put you behind bars.
Talk about a strange justice system.
No one is killing anyone. Let's just arrest him and get on with it.
I can't believe how backwards Canada is. Okay then, Boris, you are under arrest.
I was wondering when I was going to get back to me. I was happy to watch your little love story. But now, of course, I must bid you farewell. Move.
Lieutenant Lewis, stop him!
Stop, you fool! I will shoot you! Are you listening to me? What the hell is this?
This is Canada. We don't leave bullets and guns. Arrest him.
Why didn't you arrest me before? What kind of game have you been playing? I deserve to get away. Don't chase me!
Run, rabbit, run!
Don't kill him!
Are you really going to Iran?
No, of course not. Why would I go there?
Because that's where Fakir lives with his 3 wives. 2 wives. That is where you would go to meet them in Tehran.
Well, as you know, I love to travel.
I never knew that. Boy, the things you learn about people when you spend time listening to them. Where have you gone before, Hope?
Nowhere. I lied. How does that feel, Blake?
My God, it feels terrible. I asked you a question with a real earnest need to know an honest answer, and you lied. I feel betrayed. Oh, now I understand, Hope, what it feels like. I am so sorry I ever lied to you. Please, forgive me.
Of course I forgive you, Blake.
Marry me.
What? Are you serious? Or is this some lead up to a horrible joke?
It's not a joke. This is the most non-joke thing I have said all night. You know I don't want to marry you for your money. I have plenty of my own. Well, my father's, but he lets me use it.
Oh, I don't know, Blake.
No, it's true, he does. The other day, he let me join the Royal Canadian Yacht Club.
Don't you need a yacht for that?
Come pick one out with me, Hope. What color should we get?
How sweet you want to take me boat shopping. Oh, Blake, I've been such a fool.
No, you haven't. Look at them down there, running around in circles. They are the fools. Come along, Hope. Let's finally do what we should have done when we first met.
Got married?
Well, not that exactly. I mean, that for sure, but the other thing first.
Well, all right. I just learned to drive stick, but you have to promise me one thing.
That I will never lie to you?
Okay, 2 things. But I don't expect an almost impossible mission like that from any man. You can even keep your original offer of every second weekend of lying, if you want.
Well, that was your offer. I wanted every weekend.
I want you to promise me that you will do one very important thing for me.
What's that?
Learn shiatsu.
Anything, Hope. In fact, I love to cook.
Not exactly. We'll talk about it. Good night, everyone. And I'm so sorry about this whole affair. I want you to please take back your presents, although I don't think I saw any presents. So be free to take something else home. Thank you so much. And don't forget, Louise, we have a game booked at 3.
Sure thing, doll.
Au revoir, my friends. Je vais à l'amour. Toodaloo.
I'm right behind you, darling. Just a sec. So, Janet, I'm going to be free every second weekend. Here's my card. Call me. Oh, had enough. I know I have. Say hi to the Napano Indians for me. Later, Fakir.
Nice job, Lieutenant.
Well, you know what they say, Inspector. We always get our man.
What you do on the weekends is your own business, Lieutenant. Now take him away.
I don't get to say at least one less clever thing? Hang on. No, that's not the way it's supposed to be. I should get to say something. Do you know who I am? I am the bad guy. I mean, this was all about me. I should get the last funny moment. Are you even listening to me? This is so amateur. Don't you people know anything?
I wish you would just let me kill him. So much cleaner.
Not in this country, Fakir. That might lead to talk of an inquiry. And we can't have that, especially right now. Or ever. And no, we don't kill people we don't like. In Canada, we just ignore them. That way, it's a slow, painful death.
Oof, how horrible. Still, there's time. Flight's not till Sunday. Speaking of flighty, I guess, Hope left with Blake?
Yes, I guess all's well that ends well, right, Fakir?
One of my wives is dead, so that is debatable.
Well, thanks for your help, Fakir. And if you ever want a job working here in Canada, let me know.
Ah, you mean as a member of the RCMP?
Well, actually, I was thinking of putting a good word in for you with immigration so you can keep your job here as a ball boy.
Ah, so generous. Thank you, but I must get back to Tehran.
I understand. Because of your family.
No, because it is warmer. Good night, Inspector. Assalamu alaikum.
Absolute malaikum to you as well. I'd like to thank you all for your patience in this matter of national security. And normally I would suggest you all get back to the festivities, but that is difficult when the groom has been arrested. Still, maybe new relations might start up. I mean, this is the 60s. Who knows what the future might bring? I'm gonna need this grand piano as evidence. Carry on. Can you help me? Yeah. Oh, together. 1, 2. Ow.
Sure,